to recap Objective 3D, Civic Responsibilities. Now, before we recap, we have to remember that there's a difference between civic responsibilities and civic duties. The above listed are the civic duties. Now, these are things required by law, and if you don't do them, you will face stiff penalties, possibly even prison. Civic duties are things we must do. Again, there's something you must do in order to maintain control of society. Responsibilities are good things that you should do, but again, they are not required by law. Civic responsibilities are voluntary. If you ignore them, you will not necessarily be punished or fined. And so, they're good to do because they help democracy flourish, they help you become a better individual and citizen, and give back to the community and democratic process. There are 7 responsibilities of a good citizen. As you see here, these are the 7 civic responsibilities. Now I'll go into a little bit in detail about these as we go along. Keeping informed regarding current events. This is important because it just makes you a more informed individual. Now again, you're not going to go to jail if you're not watching Fox, CNN, or MSNBC at night, but it's a good thing to do. I mean, wouldn't you like to talk about Syria and what's going on right now in the world? I think it'd be kind of good for you to at least be able to have an intellectual conversation with people. Another civic responsibility is registering to vote and participating in political campaigns. A lot of countries, it's mandatory to vote, and if you don't vote, you will be fined. Australia is one of the countries that requires its citizens to vote. Same with a country in Europe like Switzerland. It's interesting to see that eligible voters in our country, less than half actually usually come out and vote in a presidential election. And so imagine if we had to fine all those people. We do not make voting a law in this country. It is a choice to do. Another civic responsibility is to respect others' rights to a voice in equal government. Obviously, you might think your opinion is the most important. However, not everyone believes that. And so it's very important to recognize other people's views because there is a diverse set of viewpoints out there. Hold elective office and participate in campaigns. Again, this is not required by law. This is something you can choose to do, but it's not forced upon you. Communicating with the governmental officials. Right now in the world, you hear all of our lawmakers say 100 to 1 right now that their constituents are contacting their office via email or phone calls to express their dissatisfaction with the president coming before Congress to ask for approval to make a strike against Syria. This is a good way, again, of people communicating with their elected officials to let their leaders know where they stand on the issues. Serve in voluntary appointed positions or hold elective office. Again, it's not required by law that you serve your community. It's not required by law that you run for office or that you're appointed to office. These are all great things you should do, but again, it is not mandatory by law. Again, voluntary means you choose yourself. If it was not your choice, it'd be called involuntary, meaning you have to do it. You can get involved with local organizations, community groups, church groups, ethnic organization, Boy or Girl Scouts, etc., etc. These are all fulfilled by choice. Unlike civic duties, they are mandatory and mandated by law. So I hope today you understand our brief overview of civic responsibilities, Objective 3D. Again, civic duties are required by law. Civic responsibilities are a choice. Thank you so much.